horrible mugshot I put in my last video, but I better tidy myself up a bit, have a shave and have a shower. It was a long day's work that day, I do get tired at times. Right, this morning I'm taking you down to Fresselines. Here we are up at La Renovation, and Fresselines is about 5 miles away. And they've got the flower show on today and a vide-grenier. A vide-grenier is basically a car boot sale. It's a junk sale, and sometimes you get some bargains, as you do with all of these things, and sometimes not. And of course the plant sale, again, it's not the flower show, it's more the market people going around, the same people, the same markets, the same, so it's not that exciting, but we do need some more little plants for the greenhouse, so it's an ideal time to get the tomato plants and maybe 1 or 2 other things, I hope. And it should be nice to go and see it anyway, and local people on the sites. And you haven't been around Fresselines with me yet, so we'll do that. So this morning we'll get these plants, and then we'll put those into the garden, see how the things are coming up, and possibly go and take a look at some of the rivers. And then we'll see what else this week's adventures hold. At the end of this week I've got a visitor coming, one of my past students. Rather nice, because she's going to stay a couple of weeks, and hopefully help me tidy up the place a bit as well, and maybe do a bit of painting for me too on the walls, and possibly a bit of painting for herself as a student. In the meantime, as you see, the lessons are going quite well with my new students here, and they're progressing, doing some interesting stuff, I think. And it's, I think, nice for you to see some of the work they're doing. I'm trying to keep it fairly simple at the moment. Next one we're going to do is going to be a pastel and water of a local scene, and I want to do one as well. I should start doing a bit more serious painting myself in this area soon.
There's only old cows.
Good dogs. There's good dogs, yes.
They've been really good.
Oh, you Peter?
Oh.
Elle est moins belle. Voilà, sur la grande plage.
C'est l'humour. C'est l'humour.
Sur le kiosque, on joue de mansard. De bonbons. Je vous ai apporté. Elle a vraiment quelque chose.
C'est pour le monde. Just found this nice set of shelves. I think I'll take for the house. 20 euros, Vangaro. Oui, c'est bon, monsieur. Vangaro. Je tourne là.
Merci, monsieur.
Merci. Au revoir. Bonjour, madame. Je voudrais 6 artichauts, s'il vous plaît.
6 artichauts?
Oui. C'est combien, le petit?
Les petits, c'est 2 euros, je crois.
Oh, oui, c'est possible. 8.
Alors, vous m'avez dit 8?
4 de ça et 2 de ça.
D'accord.
6 complets. Oh non, mais une possibilité de 4, oui, oui, tu payes. En plus, j'adore les fleurs, je suis artiste pour la peinture, bien.
D'accord.
Aussi, je voudrais les poivres piment et poivres normal, avez-vous? Oui. C'est bon. Un melon, ah oui, je ne pas le melon.
Alors, je vais passer.
Et une melon.
Melon, lisse ou brodé?
C'est la même, non? Le bon flaveur, une grande différence, non? C'est ça, oui. Bon. Oui, c'est bon. Well, I have the objects. A nice set of shelves there. Need some woodworm treatment. Another plastic watering can, plants and a lamp in the bedroom. Well, as you can see from my garden, I've had a lot of trouble with moles. So unfortunately, much as I like animals, there are times if they are a nuisance that I just have to do something about them. What I've had to do is put some traps out. One here, another one over there, different sort. They're very humane, it's an instant death. And here is one that was causing the trouble, it was out of the way. Maybe one or two more to go yet that I've got to do. It's a shame, but I'm afraid necessary. This morning we can hear a nightingale in the background. Would you can recognise it amongst the bird song? There it is. And again there. Yeah, that was clear, wasn't it? Over there somewhere. So here are the plants I just bought. We've got 8 artichoke. They always look beautiful when they get big, and of course they're perennial as well. Right, well we've got the sharp up now. Looks quite nice there. Got a couple of pictures next to it. But yes, I'm quite pleased with that. Just needs a bit of woodworm treatment on it sometime.
Vous connaissez pas ça, que je l'ai mis là. C'est des échaillons. C'est un genre d'échalote.
Ah ouais.
Et j'ai semé la graine et puis après. Bon. Je vais vous le montrer.
Ah, le chou.
Les choux rouges.
Oui.
Alors, voilà la maison. Voilà la maison. Et j'ai trois belles tomates là. Il y a la petite tomate. Bon, ça c'est les rallyes qui restent. Et regardez ce que j'ai de plein de tomates là.
Beaucoup, oui.
Les variétés que j'ai fait.
Encore.
Je vais vous le donner de ceux-là parce qu'elles sont bien racinées et puis elles démordent bien mieux. J'en ai piqué 3 et il y en a qui sont bonnes à prendre. Hein. Ça c'est encore du melon. Alors les concombres, il n'y a que ça là. Mais les concombres, au départ je les arrose à l'arrosoir, comme ça dessus. Mais après elles tombent.
With the peppers in, and a melon, and a cucumber, and we've got these tomatoes in that our friend next door has just given us. Put them along here at the back, and in those trays I've got lettuce, so we'll see what comes up.
Interdiction là.
Actually, I've got 1 or 2 that size.
Come with us, David, for a minute to explain.
Well, it's not raining.
I took the builder because he had a right.
Yes, and we are going to open the garden just so that
to see
the local people can come and have a
She'll
look at her.
probably come to you if you...
She's more or less...
You've got a lovely bamboo as well. C'est bon, joli. C'est typique de France, oui. C'est très belle ici. Tranquille aussi.
Très tranquille.
Les oiseaux, j'adore les oiseaux, oui.
Well, the pleasant mentality as well after especially when you've got to land, you know.
So if you have problems, you put this on and then you go and beat them up. Oh, that's
Indeed,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. Just part, oh, wonderful stairs. Well, I need to make another bench to go here, and I want to fit in. I want the cooker to fit into a U shape here, and I found this out in the shed. It's a worktop that's obviously been cut out of these same worktops here. I'm almost certain it was cut out of this sink unit originally, just to fit into here. But it will do ideally to make another unit for the end of the cooker. As I already mentioned, I want to fit in a block of oak into here as a cutting board, where we've taken out the existing cooker, and I want to put this other unit at the back here, the same length as this one, and just put a couple of shelves in the front and have it blocked up at the back here. Should work quite well. And I found some more melamine upstairs, a bit of ply. I went to a local showroom the other day, Conforama in fact, and I asked how much a unit would be about this length. It had solid pine, it had a solid oak top, yes, very nice, and was a grey finish, and it came out at over €1,200. And I thought, just for one box of wood? No, we'll see what we can do just to make our own up out of these old bits and pieces, and see how much we can save ourselves. If I can save €1,200, which I think I can do, and have something that's adequate, I should be well pleased, shan't I? I think you might find it interesting as well. That's what we can do about this kitchen to finish it off then. Well, there's a morning's work. You see, since last night and talking about doing this cupboard, we've used all those old bits up. I've got to paint the background. I've just finished it and used filler around the edges because of course there's no melamine around those edges. And all I've got to do is paint the inside and the back and the edges properly after sanding down, and then we'll put it into place. And that saved myself over €1,000. Right, well there's the unit in place. All we need now is the curtains just on top. I'm going to put some curtains across here. And there we are. As I say, saved myself a bit of money there, and it just fits in with what I want, I think. Sitting on the table behind there is the oak that I've got to make the top of the other table, this one here. But I've taken out the cooker. I need to make the top of that and the shelf that's going to go to the right of this unit here in the corner. That's the next job. I've got these oak planks now ready for the kitchen to make them up. Drilled all the holes along here and put dowel pegs along. So now all I've got to do and put the glue on is literally, more glue there, is hopefully fit them together, and they're fitting together quite nicely at the moment. The pegs just fit into the holes, gives them the strength and lines them up. Just slot in like that. Nice and tight. There we go. And all I've got to do is put a sash clamp across. I was going to use two, but in fact I only really need use one on each, because those pegs are so tight that once those are dried out, I can cut them to shape and do the routering and get a really nice finish on them. There we go. All the glue pushing out there. I'll just get it off in a minute. Just put the paper. Just too much glue on there. Clean them up a bit. Here's all our parts ready for the next one. You see, with all the dowel rods. Just lay them out first. And again, this should just hammer onto there. There we are, voila. Now we just need a clamp across those. There's our pieces for the kitchen gluing up. Right, we've now finished that worktop, and I put in the shelf at the back there. The shelf has been made now and the bins are underneath it, which works quite well. I'm going to move that, one more coat of varnish onto it yet, and then I'll move that box across onto it. But there's the new cutting board, and that hasn't got varnish, that's got oil on it. So that works quite well, I'm quite pleased with that. We've shampooed the edges, given it a fluting. All I've got left to do now is just make a curtain for this top shelf here, and we're done. Well, this is one of the next rooms to be done. This is the major room, in fact, the one that I want to be the master bedroom. And in a few weeks' time, hopefully we'll be into this. We're going to put this log burner from the kitchen up here to the ceiling. All this has to be plasterboarded, leaving these nice stone walls. You can see we've got the bathroom stuff in here ready. There's a big double bed to come in. King size bed, bath, shower and toilet, everything to go into there. That's all going to be boarded in for an ensuite. That's all going to be plasterboarded right up to the door there. And on the right, at last, we've got the new consumer unit going in, because the wiring here was absolutely ridiculous. Lots of earths that were marked as earths were in fact live, and so on and so on. So it was absolutely lethal. And all of this now has to be rewired and sorted out, and hopefully it will become a magnificent new bedroom for me.